Philadelphia rapper who formerly dated Nicki Minaj. Now, that person, whoever that could be, also had sexual intercourse with one Sean Combs' Puff Daddy Diddy Combs.
Replace the heavenly Hooter who was serving chicken wings is the lot lizard hotspot known as Sheets.
We've got another one, folks. That's right. Fight Club at school again. This time with swords.
The way you would know that your neighbor's been over your house is that your trash cans are empty and your dog's pregnant. Welcome to the Working Perspectives Podcast presents WPP News. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied tonight by Liam Reese, Mikey Medigan, and Jdub Justin Richardson. On this show, we're bringing you the internet's juiciest news stories and reporting on everything from Sopranos stars on OnlyFans to rappers getting busy and a candlelight vigil remembering times gone by. We're going to head to our head analyst, the one and only Liam Reese, who's going to give us the latest on Americana's next top model. Liam, what's the scoop?
Drea De Matteo, who starred as Adriana in HBO's The Sopranos, recently told the Daily Mail that during COVID, she had gotten down to her last $10 and the bank was getting ready to take her house. So when COVID hit, the Sopranos star wasn't getting work because she didn't agree with certain restrictions. Can't really talk about this on this platform. Anyway, Dre wasn't acting, so she decided to use her next best skill, and that's being one of the most attractive people on the face of the planet. At 52, she's definitely still got it. The Soprano star said she was reluctant at first, but eventually decided to open an OnlyFans account. Within 5 minutes of launching the account, De Matteo had enough money to save her house, pay all her bills, and get her back up and running. She certainly rode the momentum too, because now after a couple years, she's pulling in $900K a month from this account, and this is an absolute comeback story because she's going to launch a fashion line soon, and you know what I mean. She's now worth around, so she had $10 to her name. She's now worth around $12 million. So, Working Perspectives Podcast, we will be closely monitoring her progress. I'm Liam Reese, WPP News.
Thank you for that, Liam. And the good news is that she didn't even have to give up any info to get whacked. Oh, love it. Very good. But let's keep it moving. We're going to head to Mikey Medigan, who's got a story that's frankly shocking. Mikey, what's the story?
Good evening, Matthew. I'm on site on scene in Iran. I run. I usually jog. Where a 49-year-old Chucha Lamingia tried to load his flesh Pez dispenser with a AA battery. After successfully loading one bisexual bullet battery into his yogurt slinger, he soon realized there was a clog in his cum chamber. Doctors at the hospital successfully removed the jam in his junk by slicing open his taint in an effort to avoid damage to his Tyranian testicle. Now, they then used the skin from his cheeks and lips to patch up his pishfanel. The man has made a full recovery, but will forever be known as Billy the Battery Banger. Now, I don't know about you. I'm all the way out here in Iran. I run. I'm going to go try to dig a couple holes, find some oil, maybe make some money. Either way, back to you, Matthew, at the studio.
Very good. Thank you for that, Mikey Medigan. And I'll tell you, that's what I call a docking station. Excellent stuff. Very good. Thank you for that, Mikey Medigan. Let's keep it moving. We're going to head to the one and only Jdub Justin Richardson, who's got the latest on a couple of rappers who, they're getting a little silly. Jdub, what's the story?
I'm also reporting live, and I ran, I run, I jog. That's the best joke I've ever heard on this show. Also, in other news and entertainment news, in a defamation lawsuit with Puff Daddy Sean Combs, it's been discovered that a redacted defendant person within the order. They listed them as redacted. Revealed at the bottom of the sheet, it says that the redacted person was a Philadelphia rapper who formerly dated Nicki Minaj. Now, that person, whoever that could be, also had sexual intercourse with one Sean Combs, Puff Daddy Diddy Combs. And Matt, I'm not saying, it's wrong to have relations with other adult rappers. I think that's pretty cool. And if you're gonna bang an adult rapper, I'd bang Puffy. I don't know. That doesn't sound too bad. I mean, I definitely wouldn't want to bang Future or Killer Mike. Anyway, live on the scene here in Iran, I am Jdub. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Jdub. And I'll tell you, in other news, after a quiet ceremony, Freak Mills and P. Diddy have announced that they are now bad boys for life. Very good. Let's keep it moving. We're going to head back to Liam Lashmize Reese, who's going to tell us how the kids are preparing for tomorrow. Liam, what's the scoop?
We've got another one, folks. That's right, Fight Club at school again. This time with swords. According to a lawsuit, former chemistry teacher Lavelle Mitchell brought katana-style swords with her to Volcano Vista High School in New Mexico. Mitchell had the students arrange their desks in a ring and had pairs of pupils square off. To the surprise of absolutely no one involved, a student identified only as NS ended up getting hurt. The poor girl ended up with severed nerves and tendons, causing permanent damage. The girl's parents are suing the school district, the assistant principal, and of course, the teacher, Lavelle Mitchell. The sword fight bouts lasted about 2 minutes apiece, and as soon as it became clear that this NS girl was badly injured, Mitchell blurted out, "I'm in trouble," and pleaded with the students to delete the videos on their phone. Now, as we know, this isn't our first coverage of a school fight club, so we're going to continue to cover school fight clubs. If anybody has any tips, please send them to our executive producer, Matt Lavelle, and we will keep this thing rolling. I'm Liam Reese, WPP News.
Thank you for that, Liam. Man, and they say the kids these days have gone soft. Excellent stuff. Very good. Let's keep it moving. We're going to head back to Mikey Medigan, who's down some country roads with an American story. Mikey Medigan, what's the story?
On site, on scene, show us solidarity. I'm here where everyone knows your name because everybody's related. I'm at the last standing Hooters in Kewanna, West Virginia. It's the last one in the state that has now taken its last hoot. Hundreds of redneck residents showed up and showed out for the famous wing spot where I assume they swallowed the wings whole like an anaconda, given teeth were not present in 99% of the crowd that was here today. Now, to replace the heavenly Hooter who was serving chicken wings is the Lot Lizard hotspot known as Sheets, where they will be serving gas, snacks, diarrhea, and I assume methamphetamine. Now, I'm going to go find a nice inbred brajol that can suck the chrome off of a trailer here. Matthew, I'm out of here, my friend. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Mikey Medigan. In other news, it also broke the state record for the largest family reunion. Very good stuff. Thank you for that, Mikey Medigan. We're going to keep it moving.
Oh, sorry, I was trying to get that thing off.
You got to leave this in.
Thank you for that, Mikey Medigan, our best on-site reporter in the business. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to head to Jdub Justin Richardson with some local news about, well, let's just say a rivalry that's gotten out of hand. Jdub, what's the story?
In local news, I won't back down. Snow blowing at 7:30 in the morning, an absurd thing to do with a gas-powered leaf blower, which is not effective and completely absurd. My neighbor Greg is on a rampage of idiocy and pissing me off, and I won't have it. First off, leaf blower barely works for blowing off snow, and the plow hasn't even come by yet. There's no need for this. You know what I've resorted to doing, Matthew, in local news? I've begun parking my car in front of his house. It's a power move. It's not illegal. And you can do it. Park your car in front of your neighbor's house. You can do it. I know it's his spot. I know that I have to walk further to my house. I do it just because I know that when he wakes up in the morning at that 7:30, he's blowing the lawn off. Go blow dudes, Greg. Me and my dog don't like you, and I hate you. I'm Jdub. This is local news. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Jdub. Glad to hear you're working things out. The way you would know that your neighbor's been over your house is that your trash cans are empty and your dog's pregnant. Good stuff. Thank you for that. Well, speaking of Jdub's dog being pregnant, this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast presents WPP News. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied today by the one and only Liam Lishmise Reese, Mikey Medigan, and Jdub Justin Richardson. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can also on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast, and you can join us on Twitter and TikTok at Working P Pod. And if you would like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com, and please like and subscribe so we keep bringing you the internet's best news. Thanks for listening, and have a great weekend. Thanks. See you.